I know this is probably like my 5,000th upload today, but anyway. This could be an interesting video to make. Was Blitz consenting when he slept with Stolas? I think in a way he was, because he did agree to it eventually. He would agree to it eventually. And he would enjoy himself like a lot. Like he was, very loud from what we have seen him. I mean, in the retelling of the pilot, he's super duper loud. Like he is enjoying it. He does enjoy being dominant. He enjoys dominating his sexual partners. And I think every sexual partner he's had, he's dominated them. And they've enjoyed it. And he's enjoyed it too. I think Blitz did enjoy having sex with Stolas, because in the full moon, when he thinks they're going to sleep with each other, Blitz is very excited about it. He's initiating it, and he's bringing all of Stolas' toys that he thinks that Stolas will like. And he even offers to have sex. Like, he's the one who's at first initiating it, which is the first time we actually see him being the first one to say, hey, baby, let's have sex. It's him doing that instead of it being Stolas initiating that. And he is very dominant, and he enjoys being that. Obviously for him, there's a time and a place. Like, if Stolas weren't being so forceful during, when he was openly flirting with Blitz, like in Harvest Moon Festival, and was calling him Blitzø when he clearly doesn't enjoy that, and Stolas also continuing to flirt with him literally in front of his daughter, and just so much more there, where even in the retelling of the pilot, Blitz is trying to tell Stolas, hey, now's really not a good time. Eventually, Blitz does give in, and he's like, okay, fine, we'll do it. But it's not fully consensual. I mean, he does agree to it. It's just that, and he, does enjoy having sex with Stolas. It's just that there's so much coercion involved, and I think he would definitely get more out of it if there wasn't. It seems like he would maybe enjoy if he was the one initiating those sexual activities all the time. But in the retelling of the pilot, they do make it up where it seems like Blitz is the one where he wants the book back and he wants to have it for a little while. I don't really like that, because then it just feels kind of weird for episode 1 to immediately come after that, because then it's Stolas having that exact deal. I don't know, it seems like they're trying to retcon it away, because, literally, what Blitz did wrong was stealing Stolas' book, and wanting to bring Stolas into Ozzy's, just to, be like, oh, I'm only using you and shit, but I don't know, I definitely would have written their dynamic way better. I think it would have been really great. I think it would have been really cute if they, actually dated for a little while, maybe a few months, give or take, and they were just like, this is not for us, and it didn't work out between them. Then it would make more sense for Stolas to actually be at the fucking anti-Blitzø party, because he never dated Stolas. They are not ex-boyfriends. They are ex-flings. You cannot convince me that Stolas was any more than just a summer fling to Blitz. And that it feels like for a very long time, Stolas gave that information that Blitz was his summer fling. That they were fucking, and that was their whole interactions. All their interactions in season 1, aside from what happened at Ozzy's, was all just sexual stuff. It always would always loop back around to all the sexual shit. It would always loop back around to Stolas wanting to have sex with Blitz. You just want to fuck. You just want to get someone to fuck you or whatever. That's all what you wanted for a very long time. But then it starts feeling like he has more than, seems to actually like Stolas and want him for more than just sex. Or not wanting him for sex at all. And then he starts lashing out on Blitz and saying that, oh, you make everything be about sex. When actually that's not how it works at all. That's not true at all, because Stolas was the one who made everything be about sex originally. So what Stolas is literally doing is that he's projecting. Because Blitz was being treated as basically a sex toy and or a sex slave or something, or a pleasure slave. I don't know what you call them. But he was being treated like that, and now he's adopted those behaviors because now he's initiating the sexual contact. He's bringing all the toys over to him, and he's being overtly sexual. And there's a big reason for that, because literally Stolas did that. Stolas initiated that whole sexual stuff. He was the one who ended up doing that. I mean, yeah, you could say in season 2, episode 1, that Stolas that Stolas originally wanted to get Stolas to fuck him or whatever, that he wanted to fuck Stolas or whatever you're into, I guess, or whatever he's into. But and he did steal the book, but Stolas was the one who after that was initiating all the sexual contact. He was the one initiating every single ounce and drop of it. Stolas was the one who was who was having those thoughts. And, yes, Blitz didn't have to steal the book, but Stolas is also, in the beginning of the show, and for the vast majority of the show, he is a prince. He is the one responsible for who has his books. He is the one that he could have retracted his contract at any time, and I think he did it way too late. He made it drag it on for way too long, and I'm certain he knows what he did wrong. I mean, come on, he realizes what he did wrong. I think the haters are too hard on him, and it feels like the people who love him are too easy on him. I think someone needs to have a middle ground. When it comes to Stolas' morals, like morality, I'm pretty neutral about Stolas. At the same time, there's a part of me that hates Stolas, but I do like him as a character. I do. I want to like him as a character. I want to love him as much as the next guy. It's just that there are things that Stolas does that is not okay, and he needs to be held accountable for it, regardless if you're a fan of him or not. Because holding someone accountable is very different from blaming them. When you're blaming them, you don't want them to improve. You want them to feel terrible. You want them to feel guilty. But when you're holding someone accountable, that means you care about them and you want them to improve. Don't blame people. Hold them accountable. The only people who deserve to be blamed are the people who feel no remorse.